Are there many people who are feeling really happy?
I wish I had money when I was, like 10 years ago, so I could like buy one. Yeah. When I was... Hi. Hello.
I'm Jaya
I'm T.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Jenna.
from
America.
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 America. What do you like the most about Korea?
Healthcare. Yeah. It's so easy to talk to a doctor, go to a hospital. It's very hard to do that in America. And everybody's just like, oh, you should just go to the doctor. And I'm like, no. Then you go. It's very cheap. It's very easy.
What about the insurance? Do you have it here?
Not right now. I will once I have my ARC. But even without the ARC card, it's still very cheap.
I'm Kevin,
And I'm Katie.
From
Germany.
Yes, Germany, Cologne.
welcome to Korea. All right. What do you like the most about Korea?
They're kindly people. Everybody is greeting, no matter that it's a big city like Seoul.
I also like the style of the people, clothes, very, very cool, yeah.
Your clothes is also cool, really cool. I think so. Yeah.
So I'm Gabby. I'm from the U.S. and from San Francisco.
My name is Gilberto. I am from Puerto Rico.
What do you like the most about Korea?
I would probably make a fried chicken restaurant here in Korea. I love fried chicken, so I would open one up here.
What is the big difference of chicken in your country and Korea?
I think less greasy. I feel like in the U.S. it's all everything's grease.
Have you ever heard Bitcoin?
Yeah, we heard about it, but we never, did something.
I think it's pretty cool because it's like that it's from the people and not from the government. So it's not that control from the people in the top 10 or something like this.
I wish I had money when I was, like 10 years ago, so I could like buy one. Yeah. When I was 15, so I could just buy one. I'd be a millionaire by now.
I don't really understand Bitcoin and the purpose of it per se. It scares me how rapidly it fluctuates. The price of Bitcoin. Even stocks don't seem like a very stable option, but at least it is more stable than Bitcoin. I feel like Bitcoin has a few kinks to work out before I'd be comfortable investing in it.
I don't like Bitcoin. I think cryptocurrency is not the way to go. I don't think it will last that long either. Just the way that everything switches.
Are there many people who are feeling really happy?
No. Yeah, there's only a few people that I know of. They seem very typically very sad about it. So instead of if the price does go up a little bit and they can take their money out and make a small profit, they still don't want to because it's no, it'll change, it'll get better. It fluctuates so much that I'll make more money next time, but it never does.
I just know that it exists. More. Yeah.
So you guys never invested in?
I remember there was what was the dog? Was there Dogecoin?
I have friends that like crypto, but I never invested in.
What about your friend? Did he make a profit?
Yes, mostly in Cardano. Yeah, he made quite a bit of money.
Why I asked about this, I am curious about how foreign people they manage their finances. So it is usually the people they put the money into saving account, right? First of all, for you guys, what do you do for managing your finance?
I have a savings account, but I also do bonds.
What's that?
It's basically putting my money into the government. Yeah, I can't touch it for a while.
Or it passes a certain year, then you get to withdraw that money again. Family members will usually do it for if you have a godson or a godchild, you'll have family members will buy bonds when you're born, and then it'll be when you turn 18, you have access to $10,000 or $5,000 or whatever it is. But it's just money you can't touch until you turn a certain age or it passes a certain time period. It has to be written in your name too, so it can't be your parents' name, otherwise they'll have access to it, or other people.
I don't think I have any bonds. I think I have CDs. I think it's the same process, but you can't access it till a certain amount of money.
What about the interest rate?
So I do mine through a credit union, so I get really high interest rate. I think mine is 5.7. So it's really high, but it's a small amount of money, but it builds up over time. So I think I have 3 more years till I can touch it.
Mostly in very safe index funds, ETFs. I try to stay away from individual companies. Mostly broad ETFs.
What age did you start investing?
I think I was 16 or 17 when I first started. I've been doing it for a long time.
May I ask you how many years ago?
Probably 10 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, I'm only 25.
You are still holding it.
Yeah, still holding. Still make. I mean, it hopefully it keeps growing. Have no plans on selling for a long time.
For a long time. How many years do you expect?
20, 30 years at least. Yeah.
Oh, we want to buy something?
Well, yeah, but ideally I can make money cash on the side to buy stuff. This is more like retirement.
I feel like I get my paycheck and then I like put a little bit in savings, but most of it will go into my like I'll either go buy. So there's robo advisors. Have you heard of those? No. Basically, they're like you can either manage your money on your own and like decide if you want to buy ETFs or you want to buy stock or like bonds or whatever. Or you can like, there's a lot of companies that have like robotic advisors that use AI to figure out like, I know when I should like what I should buy, but I don't know when I should sell. So it like kind of auto adjusts based on like how much risk you're willing to give.
Then, what about the saving account? Like, I'm also curious about the interest rate.
There's like high yield savings accounts. You can either lock your money there and like contribute. Honestly, I just keep my savings account, like it's like a basic one. Like I just keep like the minimum amount of money in it. So I don't really necessarily care about like returns on it just because I'm like, there's so little. Like not little, but it's like emergency fund or if I'm like traveling, I'm like, oh, I'll use that. So it's not like a real concern.
Then, I am also curious about interest. So usually in Korea, percentage is usually between 3 and 4.
Okay.
What about in your country?
I also think it's not that high, just 2 or not even 2. Yeah, I'm not a pro in this, but I think it's under 2.
Then, what about this? When it comes to like the real estate, do the people they usually invest a lot in your country?
I would say the upper class usually knows how to work the markets. I would say middle class would be risky. They'd rather keep their money than invest it. And the lower class have no idea. I find that when it comes to investing, sometimes you have to risk your current money to gain more money. So usually middle class don't want to risk the money that they've worked so hard getting. So in my mind, the investment is like in America, it's for the rich to get richer.
I agree. Like it's really hard as like a middle class person to do real estate unless you do like Airbnb or something, but that's very, very minimal.
Like even now, the government has passed a lot of laws about what you can and can't do in terms of Airbnb. So it's even harder to do that. But in terms of real estate, I'm from Southern California, which is like super real estate market heavy. So everything is very expensive. Almost no chance if you're like 20s or early 30s, even early 40s. It's really hard for you to have enough money in order to buy anything. Most of the time you're renting or you're leasing or anything.
The place you're living now in your country, how much like monthly payment or?
When I rented an apartment, it was probably about $3,000 a month for a two bedroom, 1 bath apartment.
For Tennessee, the average I think is like $2,000 a month.
Also, are you guys like investing in real estate as well?
So that's, I feel like when he was like 10 years, I'm like, I hope I have something in 10 years. I feel like I'll sell my stock for a down payment in like a real estate thing.
Interest rates in the United States are very high, so not the best time to be buying real estate. Yeah, you just end up paying way too much.
During COVID, inflation was really, really high. And so people have been like not wanting to buy houses and mortgages and loans because it's just like so high that it just doesn't make sense to spend that much money.
Speaking of which, like, I'm curious about like how much is like the place you are staying in USA. Like, how much money do you pay?
This is like I'm lucky, and I like rent a 1 bedroom, and I pay $2,500 US dollars a month. A month. Because during COVID, deals went lower. And so if you got one of those deals and you're still holding on to them, fortunately, you just like keep it. But like I feel like a lot of rent in San Francisco is like between $3,000 to like $4,000 for a 1 bedroom.
I pay around 1.7 thousand a month. I live with 3 other roommates though, so we have a 4-person apartment. But yeah, like San Francisco is as expensive as New York.
What about the price of the place you're living now in your country?
So right now we have a flat with 2 rooms and like a balcony, yes. And we pay for that per month 1,400 euros.
What about deposit? Do you guys also pay the deposit?
Yeah, it was about 3,300 euro. But we get it back when we go out of the flat, yeah.
If you have also more money, like much money, a lot of money than now, what kind of things do you want to invest in your country?
Probably the makeup industry and the skincare industry. It's a over $1 billion industry. So especially Korean brands are making their way over to America. So those would probably be smart investments.
I would probably do just tech. Tech is really big. It's always changing, it's always evolving. So there's always something new that's going to happen. Technology in general. So like AI, things like that.
Silicon Valley is always like growing and developing, and also space as well, because that's slowly becoming more of like a travel destination.
If you wanna invest in something in Korea, what do you wanna invest?
Perhaps also in a brand market, in clothes. Yeah, it's a simple answer because I like the style here.
I don't know how the real estate game is here in South Korea, so I need to read about it. But if I read, for example, real estate is a really, really good chance here in Korea, maybe I would choose this one.
Bye bye. Have a safe flight.